Attention! For the PressCorps, I'm Cecil A Vectori. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you the latest news from the Siva Valley conflict. Here in the 119th World Conquest of the Foxhole War, it's day 293. Prototype medium tanks have been spotted on the battlefield as Wardens make small progress in the east and west, and Colonials try to keep their gains in the center. All of this in a post-Thanksgiving slog that could neutralize Warden Weekend. This is a reminder that the PressCorps is focused on the Able Shard. And now, we go to the PressCorps Casualty Office. As of day 293, there were a total combined casualties of 3.15 million, with those being pretty split. However, the Colonials do have slightly more casualties at 1.596 compared to the Warden's 1.560. The deadliest region continues to be the Farinac Coast, with 208,000 Colonial casualties and 197 Warden casualties, leading to a combined total of 405,000 total casualties. And now, we go to the war. Both sides are reporting long queues in most frontline regions, as more and more troops are joining the battle for longer periods of time over the weekend. Prototype medium tanks have begun to make their appearance as the war starts to leave its early phases and hurtles towards the mid-war. A reminder as armor starts to roll its way onto the battlefield, especially heavier armor, it is vital for infantry to change up their tactics if they'd like to remain alive for more than a few seconds. And now we go to the map. In the west, in Farinac Coast, Wardens have crossed the southeastern bridge into the bottom thirds, and heavy fighting is reported at Mox's Keening. Should Mox's fall, this could connect the blue line stretching from the neighboring region of King's Cage and open a doorway with which to sweep the remaining legionary presence from the region. In the normally quiet Fisherman's Row, a colonial push to the west has captured the islands of Satorstone and Fort Ember, hinting at a possible attempt to capture the port city of Idolio. In the Heartlands, or the Central region, sorry, the Heartlands is an actual region. In the Central regions, in the Land of Mercy, Wardens have recaptured Ulster Falls after it fell to colonial hands earlier today. Heavy fighting continues in the region, leaving the fate of the beleaguered city up in the air. In Marben Hollow, Wardens are currently driving south towards Sanctum in the northwestern quadrant of the regions. In Callahan's Passage, the Legion has made significant gains, capturing Solus Gorge and Lockenberth. The namesake of the Sievish Emperor now stands with only 30% of its territory remaining in the northeast, save for Outlook Hill, which is currently a pocket after the Latch was captured by the Colonials on day 286. If the Colonials can lock down Callahan's Pass, they will be right at the doorstep of Deep Blue territory and its logistics just in time for medium armor to be rolling out. And in the east, in the Clastra, Colonials retain East Narthex after a Warden attack threatened one of the few remaining zones in the geographic eastern portion of the mainland. Currently, the line sits between 3rd Chapter and Weepholm after a Colonial push north captures the Weepholm Relic Base. In Allad's Bite, the Stoneplank Relic Base sits at a no man's land, as both sides are embroiled in heavy fighting. The Legion is attempting to give itself some breathing space, as the logistics import town of Mercy's Whale stands at the end of that blue push. In Reaver's Pass, Sievish forces retain the initiative as parallel pushes from the border bases continue to keep the collies on their toes. So far, the Wardens have managed to reach as far as Scuttletown in the past real-life week or so, but they have always been ejected by Colonial counterattacks. Which push is the push to stay will be a matter of momentum, preparation, and just a little bit of luck. In the Fingers, Colonials are on the defensive after Sievish forces capture Second Man, Titan Call, and Captain's Dread relic bases. The besieged Colonials and the Old Captain are cut off from land routes of resupply, waiting and hoping for a naval breakthrough in order to resupply the defenders. And now we take a look at Sword. Sword, or SWRD, is our Super Weapons Readiness Dispatch. This report comes in from day 285. It is our most recent report. More storm cannons have popped up. As you may or may not recall, the first storm cannon was built the real life yesterday. However, another storm cannon has popped up in the Heartlands, one in Westgate, Origin, Allad's Bite, one in the Stilton Shelf, and 3 in Weathered Expanse, as well as an intelligence center. So, they're definitely building up towards the inevitable use of these storm cannons. As of now, they are few and far between, and none of them are quite on the front yet, but as we know, the front changes rapidly, and once you find yourselves on a storm cannon's doorstep, it's never a fun day. And now, a look at the weather. The PressCorps is currently fielding reports of snowfall in the northwest and southeast. No word yet of weather alerts or how big of an area they cover, but early signs could point to 2 separate storm systems developing at the same time. Stay tuned to PressCorps either through the radio or through the weather map at presscorpsgaming.com/weather to see if and when we name these storm systems. A reminder that our lovely forecasts would not be possible without the help of our amazing volunteer storm chasers. Now, if you would like to join the Storm Chaser Corps and report on the weather and help out your friends playing the game, you can also go to presscorpsgaming.com/weather to learn more about the Storm Chaser Corps and their duty. And now for a little bit of community news. The PressCorps has opened up applications for regimental advertisements. Do you want to spread awareness of who you are? Join the PressCorps Discord to make a submission, and we'll handle the rest. From the PressCorps, we'd like to extend a warm welcome to the freshly enlisted in our ranks who may have joined us for War 119, and returning veterans who have come back for the long-awaited infantry update. We'll see you on the front line. The PressCorps is reminding you to blink, and keep in mind the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look away from your monitor at something 20 feet away, ideally outside, for 20 seconds. Doing this consistently will help reduce eye strain. Stay tuned for more music, weather, and news from the front lines. Whether you're hauling in the back or fighting on the front, PressCorps Radio has just the right tunes for you. For the PressCorps, I'm Cecil A Vectori. Thanks for tuning in.
The PressCorps is an all-volunteer creative collective of reporters, broadcasters, artists, and more from the MMO video game Foxhole, developed by Siege Camp. Our mission is to engross our audience in and amplify the stories of this unique war ecosystem. The PressCorps was founded in 2018 by former Planetside 2 Radio Free Auraxis host, CaptainInArms. It is a separate community entity and is not officially representative of Siege Camp. For more information, visit our website at PressCorpsGaming.com. That's PressCorps gaming.com.